FlossTube friends, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at approximately 6:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Happy New Year, everybody. Just coming to you for the last time in 2023. This is going to be a video about my December wrap-up and some plans going forward for 2024, and just to show you what I've been working on since my last video at the end of November. So if you're new to my channel, thank you very much for stopping by. Hopefully you'll find something here that will enable you or encourage you or just uplift or inspire you to maybe try something new. This is my channel where I talk mainly about cross stitch, but also about other crafts that I'm involved in and that I do, like diamond painting and punch needle more recently, and just other things, and a little bit of life thrown in for extra measure. And hopefully you'll find something here that will encourage you to come back. So thank you very much. I always like meeting new friends, and you are no exception. I hope you will have a happy new year, and that the next year will bring you everything that you are hoping for, and that you will accomplish all your goals for the new year. If you're a returning watcher, thank you very much for stopping back by. It's always great to spend time with friends, especially on New Year's Eve. It is not quite yet New Year's here in eastern part of the United States. We have about 6 more hours to go before we celebrate and ring in the new year. But hopefully you'll have a really good new year, and your goals and objectives and everything will be met. And hopefully you will reflect on the year that is closing in very soon. And hopefully it wasn't too bad of a year. And hopefully you can make 2024 better. But thank you very much for stopping back by. And I would encourage either my new watchers or returning watchers, if you haven't already, please consider clicking the subscription button below, and also click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I do upload new content. I'm hoping to upload new content more often and more regularly in 2024. I've had that goal for a couple of months here this year, and it hasn't necessarily been working out, except this month was a special month because if you've been watching my channel, you know that my mom and I opened the Moe Sale 12 Days of Christmas set. So hopefully you've seen those videos. If not, I encourage you to go back and look through those videos and see and watch and enjoy Mom and I sharing some time together. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. I always love spending time with good friends, and my stitching friends and crafty friends here on YouTube are my world. So thank you very much. Hopefully your New Year's will bring some new things, new opportunities, and some growth if that's what you're looking for, and also better health. I'm looking to do all those things in 2024, and hopefully your year will be no different. So thank you very much for stopping back by. So this video, hold on just a minute. I've got to talk to my husband for a minute, just a sec. So sorry about the little pause, you guys. I had to go help my husband. He was asking if I had a paper cutter, and I have 3. I have 2 of those little slide cutter paper cutters, and also I have a large plastic guillotine one with the arms that do that across the paper. So I went and found him the 3 paper cutters so he could cut his paper. All right, so thank you very much for stopping by tonight on New Year's Eve, or whenever you happen to watch this, if it's a couple of days into the new year. And this is going to be a video mainly about cross stitch. This is my YouTube channel, like I said, where I talk mainly about the crafts and stuff that I do. Tonight's video is going to be a cross stitch update with a very slight bit of punch needle and melty bead, which are the fused beads from Perler. little bit of that thrown in, show you a little bit of stuff I got for Christmas, and just show you some stitching updates and go through some stitching plans that I have for early 2024. So I encourage you to grab something to drink, grab your stitching, sit back and relax, and enjoy today's show. So, since my last video, I'm kind of doing this without any notes, trying to remember. Since my last video, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 projects that I've worked on in the month of December, and I have one brand new start. I had a new start on Christmas Eve, so I will be showing you the updates to the pieces that I worked on. Speaking of which, I actually have to go into one of my Facebook groups tonight and post the end of the month posting for it. So the first piece in December that I had progress on for several stitching groups was my full coverage piece by artwork by Donna Gelsinger, charted by Heaven and Art Designs. This is called the Mini Enchanted Christmas Reindeer. You've probably seen this worked on by several different people. There we go. Whoops, there we go. This is the mini size. The design is 250 by 312. I am stitching this on 32 count easy count fabric, 1/110 stitch. This was a piece that I originally started on 32 count just regular fabric that wasn't pre-gridded, and I restarted it on the easy count fabric so I wouldn't have to worry about the gridding and whatnot. So where I was before, since the 1st of December, I've put did I mark down how many stitches I stitched on it in December? Oh, pardon me, sorry about that. Here is my working WIP list that I have going on. Let me see if I can locate it on here. Bear with me just a minute. Enchanted Christmas Reindeer. There it is. I have put 1,689 stitches on it for the month of December. So I am doing this over 1/10 on the 32 count. And I basically put in about 2 rows of the diagonal boxes on this. I am using the parking method. So that is why all those extra threads are hanging out there. And the interesting thing is I finally gotten to the reindeer's antlers. So you can see here, there is an antler tip right there. I've finally gotten to the reindeer's antlers. So basically where I'm at on this is I've gotten to this antler tip right there. That is where I have gotten so far. I was really happy to get this far in it. I'm hoping to do a full coverage focus, sort of, in 2023, or 2024 rather. I am toying with the idea of doing full coverage Fridays, where I work on full coverages on Fridays. I may only do it even Fridays or odd Fridays, or just every other Friday in general, whether they're even or odd. Just kind of making that a full coverage focus day for every month, full coverage Fridays. I might also do festive Fridays, which if I do festive Fridays, it's going to be like holidays, mostly Christmas, holiday, winter holiday pieces. But yeah, I restarted this September 5th. My next piece in December was, I worked on it December 4th for a couple of stitching challenges. I only put in 134 stitches in this, but earlier this year I had started Satsuma Street's 4 Elements. This was the mystery stitch along that came out, I don't remember if it was earlier this year or later last year, but this is by Satsuma Street, and it came out in the 4 parts. It started out with the water. I believe it went water, earth, Air, and Fire was the last one to come out. I started this one earlier this year. When did I start this? Let me see if I can tell you when I started it. No, my card for this is currently MIA. Well, that's kind of weird. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, so I was using a piece of Mo Sale fabric. This is an unnamed color of Mo Sale fabric, and I got some of the cloud. I finished more of the cloud. This looks kind of white. It's a little washed out. Sorry, it's looking washed out. But this is actually a very light lavender lilac color. So I am working on the swoopy clouds at the top. So you can kind of see that. The swoopy clouds at the top. So above the bird, the one above the bird is where I'm at. Haven't gotten too far in this yet. One of the other things, I'm using the Cosmo flosses for this piece. So I have all my Cosmo flosses for this. It was charted initially with Cosmo flosses with the DMC conversion, but I decided that I wanted to try Cosmo flosses, so I actually ordered the Cosmo flosses and am doing that. So that was my next piece. I only did 134 stitches in it, not a whole lot, but I did get some stitching in on it this year. So that was really good. Then I worked a little more on the Enchanted Christmas Reindeer until Sunday, December 17th, when CBS aired The Sound of Music. Now, if you may or may not know that The Sound of Music is my absolute most favorite musical. I grew up back in the 70s and 80s watching The Sound of Music every year when it came on TV. I was allowed to stay up late and watch it, thanks to my parents. And my grandma was a really big crafter when I was growing up. She passed away when I was a sophomore in high school back in 1986. Bless her heart. I kind of wish she was still here because I miss her dearly. And I would spend summers at their house in Wyoming pretty much every year growing up. And we would always have craft days and do crafting. And we would sit and listen to her 8-track of the Sound of Music soundtrack. So we would always sing along, and it was my favorite musical. And I kind of know most of the lines from the movie, and I can tell you when they cut sections of the movie out for commercial editing and all that. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun for me. I like to watch it. So I started in 2021, I do believe, the let me check to see when I did start it. I started in 2020, December 2020 is when I started this. This is the Silver Creek Samplers Sing a Sampler series, the Do Re Mi. I have all 4 pieces, and I'm stitching them all on one piece and one long piece together. But I do have all 4 of the patterns. And so I stitched on this the night they aired The Sound of Music on TV. I was doing this with as a stitch along with Kelly Green from Don't Run with Scissors, and she has since finished hers. We were doing it as a sal this year on Sundays. That was our Sing a Sampler Sunday stitch along, and she has since finished hers. But I got this square here started and everything like that. I have fallen in love with this little itty bitty rose that's right here. So I have fallen in love with that itty bitty rose that's there. This is on a piece. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm trying to look at this is on a piece of Weeks Dye Works 35 count angel hair linen. So this is where I've gotten to. I've started the square for law. I didn't have any of that stitched when I picked this up on the 17th. And I continued this for 2 days, putting in 208 stitches total. So this side of the box right here, the top, the rose, and part of the bird that's down here. I kind of wanted to get to the blue bird. Part of the bird is here, is 208 stitches. So I did put 208 stitches in on my Sound of Music sampler. I'm hoping to pull this out more than just once a year when they air the Sound of Music on on TV. But we shall see. Hopefully it'll get more airtime, so to speak. And I am also using the called for over-dyed flosses, the Gentle Art Sampler Threads and Weeks Dye Works. Alright, so that was the Sing a Sampler series by Silver Creek Samplers. Alright. The next piece that I worked on for December was Stonehearth Hutch. This is a magazine piece of mine. Bags right in front of me. My project bags, this one is a Nevada project bag from Garan Toten Bags. Gary and Ronnie from Garan Toten Bags. I used to be in their Grime Guard of the Month in 2022. I canceled my Grime Guard of the Month mainly because I wasn't using the Grime Guards. I stitch mostly using Q-snaps and scroll frames, but I have probably 30 or 40 Grime Guards. I was one of the original Grime Guard of the Month members. Anyway, I stopped that at the end of 2022 so I could get into a couple of Fabric of the Month subscriptions, and I joined the Stitch Me Fabric of the Month subscription. So you've seen those fabrics show up in some of my other videos as well. But this Thomas Kincaid piece, Stonehearth Hutch, came out of Just Cross Stitch. This is the December 1998 issue, and it is the piece on the front. So I am a huge Thomas Kincaid fan. I really like Thomas Kincaid. I can't afford any of his works, but the minute this issue of the magazine was released, I went out and bought the magazine. And again, I don't have my project board. I need to remember to bring that down here, or maybe just leave it down here for these videos. But I am working on some cream or off-white linen, and this is where I've gotten to. So you can see that generally this is where the house is. Where I worked on up here, I did a lot of the blue and a lot of the fill-in in this area right here. That is some of the sky. This open space here is smoke from one of the chimneys. But you can see it's coming along quite well. I still have to add the blending filament. There's a string of blending filament over here. Don't mind the stray threads. I've sort of parked threads. So yeah. You may remember that in my last video, I indicated that there was a piece that I had stitched, or that I had purchased. It was a kit by Candamar Designs that I was UFOing because I no longer felt that I could really enjoy the stitch on it, because the model stitch on the cover of the kit was very terribly done and it wasn't complete. It had stuff stitched in places that it didn't exist on the pattern, and there was stuff on the pattern that just didn't make sense. So I decided that the kit was junk, and I decided to UFO it. So the other pattern that I was doing is called, I think it's called Holiday Gathering, and that one is no longer coming back. I found out the interesting thing when I pulled this out to work on it earlier this month. This was also by Kandamar Designs. I'm guessing Kandamar Designs had the licensing for Thomas Kincaid patterns back then in 1998. And the pattern in this magazine is a little wonky. It's not my favorite rendering of a pattern for cross stitch, but it is a full coverage piece. So it is entirely full coverage. But the pattern in this is much, much better. And looking at the model stitched for this, I think because just cross stitch has better quality requirements than the Kandamar Designs did in their kits. The Stone Her Touch pattern on this is a lot better and a lot easier to follow. So this is going to remain in my stash and as part of my 2024 WIP list. So that is a good thing. When I found out it was a Kandamar Designs pattern, I was a little heartbroken. Then I dug into it a little bit, and I'm fine stitching this one. The other one, the Holiday Gatherings piece, no, it just sucks in general. The quality and everything sucks. And I also ended up not being happy with the piece of fabric I chose for that other one. So, yep, that became a UFO. So that was Stone Her Touch. I picked that up on the 23rd. And the other last day that I stitched was Christmas Eve. And at Christmas Eve, I had a new start. This is also, oh, that's not it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it's there. Okay. I had it out earlier because I was on a Zoom. A friend of mine is doing a New Year's Eve 12 by 12, and she's having hourly Zooms. So I was on the Zoom showing this to them. So this came out of the Keepsakes 2024 cross stitch calendar. Keepsakes puts out a calendar every year. It's a wall calendar, and they have 12 to 13 projects in their calendar. And I've been getting the Keepsakes calendar for a couple of years now. I don't know if you can go online and request it. I think you can, but I ordered this very early in 2023, got it mid-year in 2023, so I've been sitting on it for a while. This is from the 2024 calendar, and inside they have the cover page, and on the cover page is this stained glass Christmas tree. So on Christmas Eve, I got out some more 32 count easy count fabric, and I started Stained Glass Elegance, which is the Christmas tree. And this is how far I got on Christmas Eve. So I stitched all in black, and it's pretty much, it's pretty much the upper corner there. So that is what I'm stitching. This is the December 2023 month pattern in the 2024 Keepsake calendar. And that was my newest start. And those were all pretty much all the WIPs that I worked on for December. So there you have it. That is all my Christmas stitching, all my holiday stitching for December. So plans for tonight. I do plan on stitching some tonight. I don't know if I'll be doing full coverage. I might work on just the Christmas Elegance Christmas tree, get some color in on it before I put it away for a little while into the new year. And we will see. I'm not actively participating in any 12 by 12 New Year's Eve events. Most people started around noon. And the idea behind New Year's Eve 12 by 12 is every hour on the hour from noon to midnight, you work on up to 12 different projects for 100. The goal is 100 stitches. So you do 100 stitches an hour on 12 projects for the last 12 hours of the year. And that's the 12 by 12 New Year's Eve challenge. My friend Pavana, who I've met through the cross stitch store here in Columbus, she is doing Zooms every hour or so for everybody that wants to join in and kind of do some. She's got her 12 projects that she's working on. I decided that I wanted to join the Zooms, but I'm not exactly actively participating in stitching because I've had a lot of other stuff to do. But anyway, I don't have any projects specifically picked out, but I might be able to get 500 or 600 stitches in on the one of the full coverage pieces that I have going on that I'm doing on the 32 count. Which could be the Enchanted Christmas Reindeer. I might actually kind of be done with that because I have put in like 1,800 stitches on it or more this year. But I may just pull out maybe the stained glass Christmas tree. I might pull out stained glass Hello Kitty instead and pull that out. You've seen that in the past. I don't know what I'll work on for the last night of 2023. So that is all I have for updates and for immediate plans for the rest of this year because it's only tonight and I have 5 hours and 15 minutes left of the new year. So anyway, I'm going to get into a little bit of 2024 plans since tomorrow is 2024. Kind of a funny thing. So I was wanting to get my list of whips. I have a spreadsheet that I keep track of all the whips that I have going, dates I started it, dates I finished them, you know, how much I worked on them. I kind of wanted to see for one of the challenge groups that I'm in, the Magazine Monthly Challenge Group, and also WIPGO for from Jessie Marie Does Stuff on YouTube, here on YouTube. She does WIPGO every year, which is basically a bingo board where every month she pulls 2 numbers, and that is the focus for that month. You work on 2 projects or 2 stitching prompts. You set a goal for each square, and your goal is to complete the goal in that month that the number is called for that project. One of my WIPGO board this year, I don't have a color printout, but my WIPGO board this year for 2024 is all stitching related prompts. So this is my WIPGO board for 2024, and I have stitching related prompts. The squares in blue, square number 9 is a new start, Polar Night Sighting, and number 22, stitch a project from a magazine. I have a Mid-Amish Life written in there, but a Mid-Amish Life is changing because I'm going to put Polar Night Stitching or Polar Night Sighting in my board twice this year because I can easily get 1,000 stitches in on it. Wasn't sure. So I'm doing the WIPGO. You know, on the WIPGO, I have Polar Night Sighting. I am also doing the Just Cross Stitch Ornament Sal. I'm participating in the JCS Ornament Sal Facebook group, and every month they have picked 12, or for the year of 2024, they have picked 12 designs from the 2023 Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament issue. So the 2023 Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament issue, they have picked 12 patterns from this book, and your goal is every month you stitch on that pattern, and then you post your progress. So the first one for January, I have them all flagged here. The first one for January, I can't show you the exact page that it's on, but I can show you, I went too far. But I can show you the main page. This is the section page header. So the one that we're doing is this one here, Polar Night Sighting. You can see it has the, what is it? The lights that come down from like Canada and stuff. The Aurora Borealis. That's what I was trying to say. So January's design is this piece here. And I am going to be starting that. I might be starting that at midnight tonight because it's technically 2024. But my new start WIPGO is the Polar Night sighting from the 2023 Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament issue. I can show you all the months. So for February, the piece is a Christmas star, which is this one down here. That is February. March is Ready for Christmas by Doreen Jones. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Ready for Christmas by Doreen Jones, which is this one right here with the little birdie. April is Holly Noel. This one right here. May is Christmas Chaos by Maria Warmke of the Stitcherhood. This one is super cute. It's the cats playing with the Christmas lights. June is The Poinsettia Fairy by Kathleen Berlew. I'm hoping I'm saying her name right. This one here. Poinsettia Fairy. July is The Decorating Owl, designed by Jessie Schofield. The Decorating Owl, which is this one here. August is Winter Woodland by Patricia Bage of Patricia Ann Designs. It's this really cute winter one down here. That one there. That is for August. September is Snowflake Sheep, designed by Lindsay Whitney of Counting Puddles. This is cute. This one's really cute. It's this one right here. The sheep. October's is A Beautiful Sight, designed by Barbie Lowe of Twisted Willow Designs. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. It's this down here. Very cute. And a lot of these look like they would stitch up pretty fast. November is called Joy to the World, designed by Elena Kirk-Yellen of Living on the Rainbow. Let me make sure. Yep, it was October. Joy to the World, which is this right here with the street scene. That's really cute too. And then December's piece for 2024 is Santa Moon, designed by Teresa Curry and Brian Stugelmeyer of Needle Bling Designs. And it's this one right here. This is December's. So I don't have any of these kitted except for the polar night sighting one, because I'm planning on maybe stitching it tonight. I got this piece of Loops and Threads 22 count Ada hardanger, essentially. And I've got the flosses all picked out for it. So I have the flosses ready to go. It's not exactly the cleanest, but I have all the flosses ready to go and everything like that. I will be stitching it one thread full cross on 22 count, 1/1 full cross on the 22 count hardanger. I haven't decided yet. I guess I'm not going to be fabric dyeing it because it's full cross and you're not going to see much of the fabric anyway. This is just a white Ada that I just had to basically restart the camera because the camera wasn't focusing quite right. But anyway, I was talking about the Just Cross Stitch Ornament Stitch Along group on Facebook. They are doing 12 ornaments out of the 2023 Christmas Ornament magazine. They have an option where if you don't want to stitch the designated ornament for the month in 2024, you can pick any ornament from any Just Cross Stitch ornament issue and stitch on that ornament instead. I quite like all the ones picked for this year, so I may actually just stick with this, but that may change throughout next year. So part of my plan is to stitch an ornament a month for 2024. That is one of my plans. And they're going to be smaller because I actually like stitching on 22 count because I can use one single strand of thread and it gets just the right amount of coverage for me. So that is a plan. And it is in my Santa Garan Toten Bags project bag. This was one of the ones that I had ordered and then won one as part of my Grime Guard of the month thing. I had won the Santa project bag. This was my last Grime Guard of the month raffle win for 2022. The last one, so I don't know if that was Kismet or if they happened to secretly pick me, but in their Grime Guard of the month, they give away a matching project bag for that month's Grime Guard, or at least they did last year. I don't know if they continued that through this year. And then they also have the bag of the project bag of the month, where they give out the free little notions pouch. And the notions pouches are basically just the same little fabric, only in a smaller little notions pouch bag. I just kind of have the fabric or the floss tucked into my notions pouch. So I did pick up the set, and I do have the Grime Guard to go with this. I'll need to pull out the Grime Guard, see where it's at, and put the Grime Guard in with the bag, but there we go. So that is going to be a new start for the beginning of 2024. So my WIPGO plans are the Polar Night sighting, and I'm probably going to just make the Polar Night sighting both squares for 2022. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. I'll use my little whiteout tape and get that changed out. So I don't think I was going through my whips anyway, and I thought I was doing really good. A little side story. I thought I was doing really good with the whips and getting them documented. And I initially had, when I first printed this out, if you can see here, I have 2 additional. Is it going to focus? Come on. No. I don't know if it'll focus in on that or not. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to focus. I don't think it'll focus up really close. But anyway, I had these 2. And then I had double-sided, so each side is 33. So there were 68 whips that I thought I had only in my stash. So for this week, I was going through all the whips in my stash, and turns out I have closer to 80 whips. in my started pile. So if you can see here, I had these two at the top, and I added all these additional whips going down here. So I had more whips than I thought I did. I'm close to 80 whips going into 2024 at midnight. So I'm going to be taking this sheet, updating the information that I wrote down. All the items flagged in with the blue stars here are pieces that I did not touch in 2023. One of my WIPGO squares for 2024 is to work on a piece that wasn't stitched in 2023. That's square number 11. Square number 11, which is there. Yeah, I don't know why it's not focusing now. But anyway, so I have to work on a square that wasn't stitched in 2023. So I had to, there we go. Sorry, I'm playing with the camera focus. Come on. Focus. Nope, it's not going to want to focus now. All right, sorry about that. I'm playing with the focus a little bit. I'll have to edit that out. But anyway, so I did update my whip list. I have about 80 whips going into 2024. And some of my goals include working on pieces for WIPGO that I didn't touch last year. So that'll be an interesting thing. Also, just as an update for 2023 WIPGO, this is where my board ended for 2023. You can see all the filled in pieces. All the filled in squares were ones I completed. All the ones just highlighted or outlined in color, I did not complete. And I'm not going to complete by midnight. So I ended up with one bingo on my 2023 WIPGO board. This is where it ended up. So yeah, I did not complete my entire WIPGO for 2023. My goal for 2024 is to get a blackout. So that is a goal for 2024. For Stitcho, creatively crafting. This was my Stitcho board for December. I earned 2 points because I completed a line. I completed this line here. So this is my Stitcho board. This is from the free cross stitch challenge group. And creatively crafting is the one that puts this out. They have a cross stitch planner. I did end up purchasing the cross stitch planner, so I have my goals and stuff printed for 2024. I have the opportunity to print the ones for 2024. This is January's Stitcho board for 2024. So you can see some of the opportunities that you have to stitch. And the stitching goal in the free cross stitch challenge group is 3,000 stitches for the month, which should be fairly easy to get. You get to enter your points for Stitcho using the link that they provide to you in the thing. And they'll send in the free cross stitch challenge groups. You actually get the PDF of this either the last night of the month for the coming up month, or the first day of that month. You get the opportunity to print the free PDF pattern. Or if you buy their cross stitch planner, you actually get them for the entire year ahead of time. So since I did purchase the planner last week, I was able to early print out January Stitcho board and also get the counting challenge. So that is for a free cross stitch challenge group. And I have trackers and sheets and everything for January ready to go. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I have this sheet that I keep next to my stitching chair upstairs. This is the sheet that I use to record what patterns I work on every month and how many stitches I put in. These are all the days of the month. I have 2 sheets, January through March, this April through June, and then I have another sheet that has the rest of the months of the year. So all the dates colored in are dates, either holidays or dates I know that I'm going to be off. This one here in green, the 4 days in green, that is a stitching retreat that Mom and I are going to. So I'll be going to that. I have different events and stuff planned in here, so you can see I have my my sheet ready to go, like I have. And then part of the Creatively Crafting planner is you get these weekly spreads where you can write in your notes. I'm also keeping notes on different tasks I'm working on for the week, so I have those. I have all the weeks. Also in January, I am in the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group. And for the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group, we are doing Baringo, which is basically a form of bingo, but it's basically a form of bingo, but you do the stitching prompts instead. So she put out the stitching prompts mid-December, and then everybody came up with their own bingo card. Here is my bingo card for Baringo. So I put the prompts in, and I put generally what piece I'm doing. The first call comes out tonight. It might already be out, but I haven't checked the Facebook group yet. So I don't know what the first numbers are, but this is my Baringo. So I'll be doing Baringo for the Magazine Monthly Challenge group for January. So that is fun and a thing. The Christmas Ornament Sal, the Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament Sal, and WIPGO. I'll also be participating in several other challenge groups. I am going to be actively stitching for Fandom Stitching, which this year is Disney based, so that'll be fun. I am doing Magical Stitches. This year we are reading, I forget the author's name, Holly Black, I think is the author. A new person has stepped up to do the challenges for 2024 for Magical Stitches. So we are reading books, and then we are also stitching prompts and doing things based on it. So the first bonus challenge for that group this year, I guess each book has a designated playlist. So there's 36 songs on the first book's playlist. And the first book is called Tithe. I believe it's Holly Black. I could be wrong about that, but the first book is Tithe. So starting in January, we have a new book series to read. Still didn't finish the one for 2023, but anyway, there's a playlist, and there's 36 songs on the playlist, and the whole goal is to stitch a project for the length of the song. So if the song is 3 minutes and 50 seconds long to listen to the song, you have to stitch 350 stitches on your project that you designate for that song. The total time for all the songs on the playlist, which is the total stitches that you will be doing that month if you complete them all, is 12,614 stitches. Seems like a lofty goal, but yeah. I don't know if I'll get 12,000 stitches in the month of January, but my goal for that is to kind of play along a little bit. I'm also going to be looking at semi-sane Stitchers events, full coverage Fanatics, Stitch Talk. The Stitch Talk Haid group, the Stitch Talk Heaven and Art Designs group, is now the Stitch Talk Full Coverage Challenge, or Stitch Talk Stitching Challenge group. They have opened it up to any full coverage patterns except for the 100 Days of Haid event that kicks off tomorrow. They are opening up to any full coverage projects that you have, not just Heaven and Earth Designs ones, which is really kind of nice because I kind of stopped participating in that because I wanted to focus on some other full coverage projects as well that I have that aren't paid. So that'll be nice to be able to participate back in that group again. And anyway, so there's that. That's the Stitch Talk Stitching Challenge group. Full coverage Fanatics, I think I've already said. Pop culture stitching challenges. They're supposed to be coming up with new events. I have to check the group to find out if they have the new events up yet. But they're supposed to be. Camera's going to be the death of me. It keeps like pausing. But anyway, I was talking about pop culture stitching challenge group, and I haven't checked them in the last couple of days, but I'm hoping that they get the. I'm hoping that they actually get the challenges uploaded for pop culture stitching challenges. I'm going to be doing Survival of the Stitch Village. I'm on Alara's team. Alara the Stitcher. Alara the Stitcher. She is here on YouTube. She is one of our team leaders for our team in Survival of the Stitch Village. I'll be actually hoping to get more active in that. And just doing general projects stuff. So that is exciting. I didn't bring it down here. So anyway, going through the whips that I did the last couple of days here in 2023, I found that there's a couple of whips that I have that are actually really, really close to being finished. So I'm hoping just by putting in a couple of hours into about 4 or 5 of these pieces, I can actually get them finished. I will kind of go over those in my next video or two. And that should be exciting for you. I'm excited because it'll get them off my whip list. So I was really happy to find that there's a couple of them that if I just worked a couple hours on them, I can get them finished. So 2024 is going to be where I get those finished and get them off my whip list. That's one of my goals for 2024, among other things. So that'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. And other than that, I don't think I have any things. We have a Central Ohio Stitchers group that was started by Candy Kerr, the 614 Stitcher here on YouTube. She started a local group, a local meetup group, and we're meeting the 4th Saturday of every month at the Whitehall Library. So I went yesterday and had a lot of fun. And really, it was the 4th Saturday. I think I might have said Sunday, but it's the 4th Saturday of every month that we meet at the Whitehall Library. I went yesterday for about an hour and a half and had a lot of fun. Saw Marie, saw Milka from Mega Stitches. Also, Candy was there, and a couple other people were there but had left before I got there. But I'm hoping that Mom and I can go to the meetups in Whitehall here in the Columbus area. The 4th Saturday of every month. There's also the Dayton area Stitchers. I'm hoping to go to some of their meetups in 2024 as well, because I know quite a few people that I've met at the Springs Stitching in the Springs retreat and stuff go there. So I'm hoping to see quite a few people in those 2 meetup groups over the next year. Mom and I are going to the Stitching in the Springs retreat in March. We got signed up for it, got our hotel, everything is good. And we're also going to the Spring Stitchin' retreat in Warren, Ohio. There's 2 up there. There's one in the spring and one in the fall. We went to the one in fall in October last year, and we went to the Stitching in the Springs retreat in November. So we're going to the spring Stitching in the Springs retreat in March, and the Warren, Ohio Spring Stitch-In retreat in April. So we have 2 retreats, March and April. I am not doing Camp Gotta Stitch this year, just because of our board game convention in June. I've already let Cross My Heart know that I can't make it to the Camp Gotta Stitch this year. And then Mom and I are returning to Warren, Ohio in October for the fall stitch-in and the November Stitching in the Springs retreat as well. So we'll be going to 4 retreats this year. The 2 Yellow Springs retreats and the 2 Warren, Ohio fall stitch-in retreats from the western PA Eastern Ohio Facebook group, Stitchers group. So lots going on in 2024. I hope to see you, hope to meet you, hope to get to know you, hope to bring you lots of fun projects, lots of fun adventures, just lots of stuff going on. Lots of tracking, lots of goals. I don't set resolutions anymore because I find that I tend to not complete them, and that just sets me up for feeling depressed that I didn't complete my goals. So I will not be setting resolutions this year. My goals are just basically to eat healthier, drink more water, drink more water as I take a sip. Hydrate if you haven't. Get more exercise, go out on more walks. We want to go camping this year. We haven't been camping since 2017. So I'd like to go camping this year. My husband's and my anniversary is coming up in February. So we'll be going out to dinner then. I did my nails for New Year's. They're a little, you might not be able to see that, but they're little purple snowflakes. Yeah, I don't know why it's not focusing, but it's just not focusing. But a little purple and gold with gold snowflakes on my nails. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to the new year. Got my new eyeglass toppers from a shop on Facebook. So I got the gray. You're not gonna be able to see these. These are gray with white snowflakes. I got the Valentine hearts, little pink hearts. The little Hello Kitty fairies. The space Hello Kitty. Had those. And then the Christmas plaid. So I was wearing these up until yesterday. This is the Christmas plaid. So I got my glasses from Pear Eyewear this year because I wanted to get the toppers. I wanted to be able to swap out the toppers so I could, do different vibes and different things for holidays and whatnot. So I have quite the stack of Pear eyeglass toppers for different months of the year. So I'm developing quite a stack, and they are magnetic, so you can plop them off. You'll see there's magnets in the corners here, and these just have the magnets in the corners, and you just stick them on and they just stay. But here is my stack of toppers for my eyeglasses. I got the Casper frames from Pear Eyewear, so got those in. Kind of wanted to show a little punch needle. So I had started this in my last video. These were two ornaments in a kit that I had gotten. I actually have put in a little bit of the blue around the 24 for this ornament. I may try and just finish this up tonight. Just get the punch needle done for this. So this is how it's looking on the front. It actually looks really cute. So we have the Christmas tree. There we go. We have the Christmas tree and the little Christmas ornament bubble thing. So there you go. Christmas tree and little ornament bubble. Sorry about the noise as everything falls over. My sister-in-law organizes a super secret gift exchange, secret Santa type thing for people that she knows on Facebook. And the whole goal is you put your name in the hat, and she sends you the name and address and three items that people want. Your gifter, the person that you're sending your gift to, wants. And you go online and you send them a free gift, and it's kind of anonymous if you want it to be. So this year I joined up again, and my Secret Santa, this arrived on Christmas Eve. So on the 23rd, I got my gift. A gorgeous diamond painting from my Secret Santa gifter arrived on the 23rd, you guys. And if you know me, you know that this is perfect for me. So I got a new diamond painting, little Hello Kitty diamond painting for my Secret Santa gifter for Christmas. So looking forward to doing that. That's probably going to be one of my first diamond paintings that I work on. And then my husband, we were at Five Below, and they have, you know, the perler beads, the melty beads. They had Hello Kitty ornaments for the melty beads. So these are the ones that you put on the board and then use an iron to melt them together. I got the Pom Pom Purin and Karopi, and the Hello Kitty and my Melody. Yeah, so I have Hello Kitty melty bead kits to put together along with my Hello Kitty diamond painting. So that's a lot of fun. Looking forward to doing those. Also, the week before Christmas, when my husband and I were both off on vacation, he got me a new, ta-da, desk chair. So this is the Emerge desk chair. I needed a new desk chair because my old desk chair that I was sitting in forever had been clawed and scratched, and the upholstery was ripping and everything like that. So yeah, I got my new desk chair. It's really spiffy. I really like it. It's a lot more comfortable. Has a lot more seat in it than the other one did, and it's a lot fresher cushion, so it's a little softer on my bottom. So that's nice. I'm going to enjoy working down here on this as I work from home. Showed you the melty beads, showed you the punch needle, showed you everything, and that is all I have for you for the end of 2023, you all. I am going to hopefully film my whip parade. I was hoping to have it already filmed, but I'm going to be doing a whip parade for you, hopefully tomorrow, or if not, I'm going to be filming it throughout this week. So hopefully by next weekend, hopefully I'm going to say January 5th, whatever that weekend is. What is it? Okay, not January 5th because that's Friday. I'm going to say Sunday, January 7th. I am hoping to have my whip parade uploaded to the channel, edited and uploaded to the channel for you. So be looking for the beginning of 2024 whip parade from me. It's been a long time since I've actually done a whip parade. I have about 80 whips to show you, and hopefully some of those will get completed fairly quick in the beginning part of 2024. Because like I said, I found that some of them are very close to a finish. So I am hoping this year to get some more diamond painting in, because I really didn't diamond paint hardly at all this year. Need to get some diamond painting in this year. I'm going to be doing some punch needling. I'm going to be doing some melty bead, needle minder making, and just doing some stuff in general. So tonight is, I'm going to get this edited, spliced, and uploaded, and going to get to stitching. We've got champagne, we've got cheese to cut up, some summer sausages and stuff. We're just going to have some snacks. We're going to get ready, and then we're going to, Mom and Dylan and I are going to kind of hang out in our pajamas and just relax and watch the ball drop on TV. We normally hang out in the living room, watch the ball drop, have some champagne, ring in the new year together, and then, you know, we kind of sit and relax. Mom usually wanders off to bed about 1 in the morning, and Dylan and I will stay up and just putter around and do whatever. I'm probably going to stitch. And yeah, I may actually start that Polar Night sighting ornament after midnight, because technically it's January 1st in 2024. Hopefully you guys will have a good new year. Thank you very much for stopping by, and thank you very much for being a good friend here on FlossTube. I look forward to meeting many more people in 2024, hopefully meeting you face-to-face at some point in 2024 if we can, and also just generally hanging out and sharing our love of crafts and stitching. So thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate everything that you bring to this universe, and you matter. You are loved, you are wanted, you are welcome, and thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for making 2023 a really great year, and hopefully we can make 2024 a smashing good year for us all. So take care. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you, and Happy New Year, everybody.